Hi, brothers and sisters. So, I wanted to talk with you guys about the Lord relocating people in this time as we see a lot of scary devastation happening in the world and in our country. The Lord has been speaking to a lot of people about relocating, leaving where they're at and going somewhere else. And He's also been speaking to a lot of people about preparing places. He's moving His people, and He's calling certain people to prepare places that He's giving them. That is what the Lord did with us. It took 3 years to get us here to Tennessee, where we live in a beautiful valley that I dreamt of before the Lord even told me to move to Tennessee 3 years ago. In the most amazing place. And we have 6 acres of property that the Lord has called us to prepare as an ark. And He has referred to it as an ark many times. So I guess I'm just here to talk a little bit about the struggle and the fear and, what comes with that kind of calling and what to do when you have a calling from the Lord to leave where you live and go to move somewhere else. Now, if the Lord is calling you out for safety, it is very important to heed His warnings as quickly as you can. Now, we don't know His timing. His timing is perfect. All we can do is do our part in the physical while He works His part in the spiritual. So for 3 years with me, I did absolutely everything that I could manage to pursue getting to where the Lord wanted us. I met a lot of resistance from my husband, other family, finances, actual logistics of getting there, having no savings to do it, having bad credit, all kinds of stuff. I mean, just being real, it seemed impossible. But I continued on. I got credit repair specialists helping me. I continued to try to apply for a home loan. Once the Lord gave me the actual location, that was, which is a whole nother amazing story. And that's actually how, the same day that I got the location of the place the Lord wanted us to move, was directly related to and tied in with how I met Elizabeth Lauren on Latter Rain 333. It was the same day, and it's connected. So that's just another crazy, amazing story. But yeah, so this whole thing has just been definitely from the Lord. And now, her and I are very close, and the Lord is constantly giving us parallel or corresponding revelations and words and dreams and visions, which is just such a blessing to have, because, when you have this kind of gifting, you can oftentimes feel very alone and weird and like nobody actually understands you. So it's great that I have that friend in her, and I'm sure many of you on here who've made other friends with Watchmen understand. So back to what we were talking about. For those who have been called to leave where they're at, you really just have to knock on every door and keep pursuing it, and constantly be binding and rebuking and casting off the assignments and the infiltrations of the enemy that's going to come in and try to stop you from getting where you're going. Constantly apply the blood of Jesus to your life and to your situation. And seek the Lord in prayer and fast to hear clearly from Him. There were so many things, so many times that He told me about getting to where we needed to be. And it can be really discouraging. There's so many roadblocks that you may encounter in that process. I know we did. It truly seemed like it would never happen. And once we finally got here, it was surreal, amazing to be in a place that you had dreamt of and been waiting to go to, like to move to the place that the Lord literally prepared for you. And you can see it in the details. We put our offer on this house sight unseen. Like, put the offer in sight unseen. I didn't get to see it for several more weeks after that. And we didn't know anybody. We didn't have any family or friends anywhere near where we moved to. We left everything behind. Everything. And you would just not believe the hurdles and the things that we had to do to get here. And are still, we're still living on faith with it. We're still living on faith. Literally walking out on that faith like it's the water, and only able to look at Jesus and nothing else. Otherwise, we'll go down. Because, my husband still doesn't have a job yet. He actually just started a business this week so that we could start making some income. And, it's like, just don't look down. Stay focused on Him. And He's going to provide. So far, his new business has gotten 4 jobs. We've booked 4 jobs, which is exciting. So hopefully there's more to come on that. So if you pray, or if you think about praying for me, please pray specifically for my husband's business to prosper. The Lord really downloaded the idea and the inspiration and all of the pieces of the puzzle to get that set up quickly. So that's really been a big blessing to have Him helping me coordinate all of that together. Because I'm very administrative and run a couple other businesses myself. So, yeah. Basically, that was inspired by the Lord after many, many weeks of waiting and praying and trying to figure out what we could do for income here. But that's still just a little seed that's been planted, so hopefully it grows into something great. But yeah, like I said, we're still living on that faith. We're still clinging to that faith, and He's kept us in that place when we moved here, that place of having to rely wholly on Him and wholly, trusting in Him to provide every little bit, even when it looks close. It's really an amazing place to be. Amazing, scary if you look down, but amazing if you really can keep your focus on Him. And, I think that it's a preparation for times that are coming where you truly won't be able to stand if you're not fixed firmly on Him. It reminds me of the lyrics from a song. What does he say? That He's built houses that crumble like sand or something like that. When we build our home, we build our lives on a foundation of sand, something that can be easily washed away. It's going to fall. It's not going to stand. So we have to build our foundation on Jesus Christ, and everything else in life has to be based on that foundation, including trusting Him to know where we should live, what we're going to eat, what we're going to wear, what our next step is, trusting Him for tomorrow and letting the worries of tomorrow worry about themselves. So yeah, I wanted to encourage those of you who are currently in that place of being unsure about what to do next on your calling from the Lord to move, if He's calling you out. And I'm so happy to talk with anybody who would like to talk about that. And I even have a Facebook group called Lamp on a Mountain. If you search it, it's a closed group, not a secret group, so you can see it if you look it up. And you should see me, Chelsea, as the admin on there, or the moderator, if you check. I'm going to make sure it's the right group. But I love you guys, and I hope this blesses somebody. And if you want to chat, just go ahead and drop a line in the comment section. And any other resources and links are in the description box. Take care, and God bless.